All right, let's go. Let's turn all the lights and whistles on. Let's talk about the week in the Bitcoin. All right. All right. We just broke the long term primary trend line and then started running like a monkey up here. All right, first things first. Let's get it straight. See this yellow line? That means caution, baby. First thing, 1, 2, 3. We're going on market structure, ABC. And then we're going to observe the depth and the length. Now, I'm going to tell you what this is even before we get to the end. So you just want to poke in and poke your nose out. This means don't trade this or short the hell out of it when it gets to the appropriate level. Now, you want to let it run, whatever jink and the trick, trap, and fool group is running on these folks. But this is prime candidate right here. You look up here on this long-term chart, brother. All right, good morning, good morning. This PennyPorkChop bringing you his Bitcoin report. Hey now, how y'all doing today? Well, got lots of exciting stuff. Got exciting stuff going on. We got the Super Bowl. And we got some other stuff that, well, is not so good. Doggone it. I mean, those folks up there in Canada, they're just having a hard time. And, you know, we ain't seeing it, but the folks over there in France, they is going through the same thing. And Australia, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say about that. Well, y'all hang in there. We're gonna get you some Bitcoin reporting going on here. Let me get my coffee and get to the getting on. All right. Well, let's shut these old pictures off and get right to it. All right, here's where we're heading so far. We got lots of weakness here. Got lots of weakness right here. All right. This is a general two-day chart. Two-day chart. And here's what old Penny sees in what's going on. Now, here's our selling from the top. We got our anchored VWAP giving us some good information. This is where our move started from. This would have been wave 4. This is a typical look. You see this overbending almost and testing that there old line. This is the current sub language that's going on. So they're starting to build a case for where we're going to go down, where we're going to find a bottom, etc., etc. All right. See, we got our fifth wave up here, and then we got an ABC. Now, this is the bear's perspective. Now, you know, I'm not a shorting man, so this would not be something I would trade because I'm just a long feller. So anyway, so let's talk about this a bit. All right, right here, this line here, we should have seen a response if we were going higher. If we were going to see a response, we would have seen it in this general area. We would have seen some bouncing or some showing of some resistance, but they just attacked it. Boom! They hit it hard. They said, we're making a statement. We're making a statement. All right. Now, the angles on all these are structurally correct. In other words, I believe this chart. I believe this is the correct chart, but this is the bear's point of view. And this third leg, we got an A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Looking good, babies. We're going to come down here and at the very least, in my humble opinion, and test and give us either a double bottom or start to build us a bear flag for a long-term downtrend. A lot's going to probably depend on what's going on in the world with politics and all that stuff. You know, things are getting ugly. But what could be going on? See, we see them finally selling more, and we don't have a lot of participation. Yeah, last week this is running all up here like a monkey and people trying to jump on it. And I said, be careful. Be careful, folks. We got to get, shorted at the right point. And let me tell you, it's kind of ugly. All right, let's moving on over here and let's look at what the pattern traders are seeing. Because remember, we are not trading numbers. We are trading people. And what we need is we need all the moving average people, all the pattern traders, all the Fibonacci people. We need all of them to get together at the same time and say, yeah, it's going down. That's how the market works. We trade in people. All right? So you notice right here. Now this is projected. Obviously this is projected. This is into the futures. This is what if. All right? So first we need to break this line right here to even have a chance. But what I personally think is what we're going to see these old anchor VWAPs just turn on down here. And now here's where our folks are going to lose money if they're bears and they don't get this right. This needs to come back here. I want you to see this. 1. You see this? 2. 3. This is actually 3. This is just establishing. This is just establishing where we're going to find our support and resistance. Now, what I'd recommend, now these are 2-day charts. So you got plenty of time to trade this. But here's what we're looking at. We're going to come back here, and depending on what we get in the market, if we get more weakness, we're starting to come down here. We get down under here, and we get some line action here. But here's where the bears are going to make money. And if we get a good thrust up and we get this appropriate pullback, remember 50% level or so, we need to be down here in the get to that 61.8, that 6.618 down here. But yeah, this baby here, she's pretty much cooked. We're going to build a bear flag. Then what I suspect is we're going to jump around here. We're going to just jump and start building this little bear flag triangle. And the traders will be trading back and forth and preparing, building energy. Now, if they break back above, that'd be just grand to keep us in the game. I mean, this doesn't, Bitcoin fork, this doesn't mean the game's over. This means the cycle is over. We're going to start a new cycle. We're going to run, then a 1.61, et cetera, over and over again. But to get back up here, I suspect we'll bounce off this. We'll come back and test this a couple times, get moving around here. However, now I want to talk about my possible bull reply to this big old ABC. This big old ABC right here. This is being built as a possibility for our bulls. All right, now it won't be direct like this, but what this will be is something up. This would be the general how the bulls get back in the game, and that could happen from down here, but it could be a lot of correction patterns. Some sideways action and building. But essentially what we need to see is we need to see something like this to start to turn this market back around and get to the upside. And of course we need the anchored VWAPs, and we'll see that. But what we've got building is a 1, 2, 3, baby. And let me tell you something. This chart is just picture perfect and structurally and every way to give us what we need to get to the party. So what I'm looking for in reality is there's the big kahuna there. Now essentially we would not be looking at taking any long trades. No, there'll probably be no long trades up until we get up above this shoulder, this right shoulder. Now this this right shoulder actually shows it's right here, but the shoulder you need to be concerned with and closing is this guy right here. Now if we get down here and they bust through and they establish a position, this will be a signal for a long-term descending market for the Bitcoin, folks. This is just not to be I don't want to be negative on Bitcoin, but yeah, this would tell us we're in a long-term downtrend market. Now folks, looking at this overall, getting back to the business at hand here, this is the bull, and this area, this is danger. This is danger. Stay out of this area, traders. What do we trade? We trade the edges. We trade the edges. We either got in up here, or we get in under here, where we're going to get support for our trade. Now, overall, that's about it for the Bitcoin. Yeah, buddy. Nice and structural. Let's take a quick indicator run for those folks who like to see indicators. Now, let me tell you what I'm seeing here. First off, I do not use indicators that don't work in neutral markets. I like to see what's going on in the market, no matter if it's neutral or if it's negative or it's positive. I want to see that. Now, what I'm seeing here, technically, what I want to see, this could be lining up for a 1, 2, 3. But what I see happening is 1, 2, 3, and then some violations starting to happen on this line, and she starts turning around. This could take a couple of weeks to complete. But what I see in this, now think of this as Z-score on and MACD slammed together like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Instead of a plain old Z-score, what we got going on here, baby, is a MACD version of that, and I really like that. My favorite indicator is this guy down here, because this is showing me volume related properly and segmented out into deviation. I love this. This tells me the real power that's going on in there. I'm not just looking at some volume bars. Matter of fact, you see old Penny never really uses volume bars. They is just too difficult for the old guy to trade. So I try and stay with that. That's simple, clean, and direct to the point. Excuse me. Let me get myself a little coffee here. Old Penny just got up. I'm just getting ready to see some Super Bowl action and pay attention to them doggone protesters trying to get their freedom back. And, you know, I'm really concerned with the market, but, you know, life is life. We know it works itself out. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So, anyway, is Penny bearish? Well, I'm never bullish or bearish. Exactly. I'm just mostly positive or mostly negative. All right. Well, that's the week in the Bitcoin, and you folks have yourself a mighty fine. And if you're drinking some cold ones, hold aside a beer or two for the old Penny. All right, now y'all be good.
Let's try that again. Okay, I'll start it this time. Right. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Fire!